Boy, I bet you're sick of camera LPs by this point, huh? Fortunately, it's the best I can do without dropping $400 on a capture card, which I do not feel would be a worthwhile investment. Because as much as I enjoy LPing, I don't have that much money to blow, considering there's literally only one, maybe two games in the Vita I want to LP. Anyway, this is a test for the PlayStation Vita when it comes to recordings. Now, how I've got it set up is exactly the same way I had the Devil Survivor Overclocked LP set up, in that I've got two very large books on the back, the 3DS stand with the PlayStation Vita on top of it, propped up by a single Alice in Chains album, so it keeps it steadier, on top of a few Black Sabbath CDs and an old biology notebook. The biology notebook is new for the PlayStation Vita, so I figured you'd have fun with that. Now, this is not the game I intend to LP, but I don't want to spoil the game I intend to LP yet, as only 2 people know about it, and I have full faith that they won't spoil it. Okay, that is a legitimate issue. If I hold it for too long, it might accidentally fall off. I can accidentally cover the speakers. By the way, the game that I'm playing is Demon Gaze, as if the title did not give that away. And as far as what I think about this game, I'm really early in, but I'm not liking it too much, and it's probably the game I regret buying the most this year. But I'm sure it'll get better, so I'm gonna hold out on judgment for now. Cool thing is, the Vita has a touchscreen. Yay! Trophies! Anyway, that's one part of the Vita test. Now let's try it with a different game. Alright, from what I'm seeing is that this is not comfortable to play Monster Hunter with at all. It's not like I have to claw grip with it, but, you know, still a little painful. Let's take on a simpler quest so I can really just focus on recording. Yeah, let's take on... not the Cephadrome. Your bull drums are simple. And the cool thing about playing Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the Vita is I can actually use the right stick. To move the camera. Because back in the day, you know, you had to do this weird-ass claw grip because the only way you could move it was with the D-pad. And the only issue I'm gonna have with recording like this is, just like Devil Survivor, it's kinda tilted. And I don't know why it's doing that, because my table is totally straight. But I'm getting most of the screen in, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll take it a little tilted, because no one really seemed to mind in Devil Survivor. I'm probably going to end up getting smeared because this setup is not ideal for action games. No siree, this is exclusively strategy. They're just RPGs in general, like turn-by-turns and chisel-madizzle. There it is. I'm kind of actually getting comfortable with the setup, but like I said, I probably wouldn't be able to do all of Freedom Unite like this. Nah, if I ever cover Freedom Unite, I've got an excellent PSP emulator to use. Well, that's about all I really want to do for the Vita test. Works out for me. Hell, tell me what you think about it. And I'll probably ignore it. No, I'm kidding. See, because I know what can be improved, so I'll try a bit more with other recording setups. Because, like I said, this was experimental to do an entire LP with anyway, but I made it work. So... Thankfully, the game I intend to do doesn't require much use of the touchscreen, so it's not like I'm gonna have, like, all over. Anyway, I guess I'll end this test here. I say it was a rousing success. For those who were curious, my little hiatus after Devil's Forever Overclocked finished was due to my surgery, from which I'm recovering beautifully. I actually should be totally up and running, ready to LP by... Hell, I feel like I could start right now, but, you know, sitting down probably isn't the best way to do things. Because, you know, it's a lot easier when I lay down because of the healing process. I say by next week, I'll be more than ready to start my new LP. As for where Strange Journey is, I say wait just a little longer, you know? I don't know, I got a little fatigued with it in the end, because going through Horologium 3 times, and it's gonna have to be a 4th time to do the New Game Plus stuff. I'm a little burnt on it, so... You know, it's another unfortunate thing about the Vita. If you leave it alone too long, it goes dark a bit, and there's nothing you can do to stop that. But I love my Vita. I really do. The Vita and the Wii U are the systems I've put the most hours into this year, oddly enough. But I should be up and ready by next week. Devil Survivor's all done, so I feel like I can finally stop talking about that. Strange Journey, just wait a little longer. Digital Devil Saga. Again, hold on. I do like a recording test like every other week or so. Try to figure it out. ActRaiser's dead in the water. No one cares about it, but I'll finish it one day. Probably sooner than later. Well, that'll be all. I'll see you guys when I do announce the new LP.